be lining up with?
Hold on, and I will tell you.
Thank you. The other one's easy. I ain't got shit.
All right, so let me take a look here. So what is your dex modifier?
+3.
And then what kind of armor?
Plate.
So let's see here. Shit, your AC would be 0.
Okay. That's all you'll need to know. My armor class 0, right?
Yep. So it'd be 0, and then in brackets it would be 19.
Oh, that's beautiful, man.
So yeah, your ascending AC would be 19, but
right.
Yeah, your AC 0. So
yeah, in theory, I mean, I bought the shield. I could put the shield on and ride with the shield and the dagger.
Yep.
which is kind of funky, but I'm really gonna just hang back and I might, if I'm in front, it'll be I'll be able to stand there a little bit.
Right. Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
You can be tanky.
Hello, I don't Brian. Know.
Oh.
What?
Hello.
Oh, welcome. All right. Yeah.
Howdy.
How are you doing, man? With your surviving character having ass.
I don't know how that happened, honestly.
It's just how the dice roll.
Well, I mean, that's yeah. I mean, the trap last week that killed Gabe. Literally, it was just a bad roll. I mean, that's all that it came down to was a dice roll. I mean, you guys had done pretty much everything you were supposed to do. You used the 10-foot pole. Unfortunately, that particular type of trap isn't something that would be detected by poking around with a 10-foot pole. And then, Wes had failed on the fine traps, and I have on my, of course, I have the referees map, and so I know where these traps were. And I watched as Gabe moved his character, and he went right through one of the traps. And then Wes's character stood right on top of one, and I was like, "Oh, man." So
I mean, that's just what happens. I was trying to, keep up with Gabe so he wouldn't be all out there,
right,
by himself. I was trying to play my role, but unfortunately, the old thief rules. I mean, it says it was saying in the carrion crawlers, thief is the most, house ruled class there is.
Right?
Why? Because it sucks.
Yeah.
But you got to have one. So.
Right. And I mean, I don't know. I don't think thieves suck, but I mean, the percentage rolls for thieves. At first, when I looked at the alternate rolls, I was like, "Yeah, there's no need for the alternate rolls." But and when I ran tests on this dungeon, I was I then ended up kind of being on the fence. I was like, well,
At the amount of traps that you have in your thing, I would put a note on my published material if it's not too late that you highly suggest using the alternative thief rules.
Well, that's going to be. I mean, some OSR groups they really like the meat grinder, and that's fine. But
right. No, I mean, it's a suggestion. It's not a
right. I mean, I kind of lean in the other direction too. I'm like, well, if we're using the alternate rules for for expertise points for thieves, then what about alternate rules for rangers or alternate rules for acrobats, etc. Where do you draw the line? But then I look at those other classes, and they seem to be fine. I don't see that there's a they're not having the problems that thieves have. Thieves are just really low percentage, and and I got
because if a thief misses, it's death. If another class misses, it's like, okay, well, we didn't find the extra thing that helps us. But if a thief misses, it's like,
yeah, they're dead.
Find the trap, you die.
Right.
And it's got like the lowest out of the box, usability on what it's supposed to be doing.
Well, and that was one of my questions too, and this goes all the way back to original D&D, the box sets, basic and expert. Why is a level 1 thief so excellent at climbing sheer surfaces? What does that get them that, picking a lock or finding a trap, in my opinion, is far more important. But
well, I mean, it depends on how
break
you're doing
into buildings easily.
Yeah,
if you climb to the second floor.
Yep, right. And then you go in and you take the easy steal and you get experience points and you start a. I think
you can't open the lock on the second floor when you get there.
I think
right.
I think at one time, as they were progressing through it, they gave you percentages you could allocate to shit you wanted, almost like these expertise. But I think you had like 20% you could drop.
Yeah, I seem to remember an alternate rule about that. I don't remember if that was. I think that was second edition that came up with that alternate rule, or maybe or it might be in Unearthed Arcana when they came out with Cavaliers and whatnot.
Yeah. I remember that shit kicking off that way. And I remember thinking how cool it was. But, I mean, yeah, really the first level magic user gets fucked the hardest.
Well, yeah, always has.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing.
Or first level clerics, because they don't even have any spells.
Oh, yeah, that was a pretty good anal violation there.
Yeah, well, yeah. There's a lot of house rules that allow clerics to have first level spells, and I'm like, well, yeah, but that would kind of make that first level clerics a little OP, but at the same time,
Well, magic user gets one spell slot. I mean, look, you could give Cassandra right now one Cure Light Wound spell, and go, look, but your next level is not going to, and it's not going to change too much of the thing. One person getting hit with a sword is going to eat that Cure Light Wounds spell, and then that's it for the day.
Right.
So, I mean, it's not like it's really...
So the first thing that I'm going to do here, and should have been done before and I forgot. It's not going to make a difference because you guys probably won't get a level. But everybody gets an automatic 300 experience points. And the reason for that is that I forgot to give it to you for accepting the quest. So everybody gets 300.
Is that all PCs? Do they get percentages with that too if they meet their prerequisites and all that?
If you can take a level, then you get whatever you would get for taking a level.
Oh, I was meaning if you're giving me the experience points, it says prime prerequisite modifier for XP, and then
Oh, yeah, that would apply.
All right, go math.
Hello, Cameron.
Hi, I'm just trying to figure out how to get my webcam to work.
You might. So to fix the web camera problem, we had to switch over to integrated. So if you go in Roll20, go to your settings.
Yeah, I got that, but for some reason it won't do the one that's hooked up to my USB, and the one that's in my laptop is broken. So that's what I'm trying to find.
Well, on that, if you go to audio video where it says video input source, you might be able to select your webcam.
I switch it doesn't do shit. So
that's odd.
That's a me problem, yeah. So don't worry. Yeah.
Well, no, you're on top of it. You're doing everything that I would suggest.
Yeah. Oh well.
So everybody got 300 experience points for accepting the quest. Now the other thing, so with the number of character deaths that we've seen, I've started to, after last week, I started to really seriously look at the rules as written rule for what happens at 0 hit points. And, I mean, they are pretty draconian. They're like, at 0 hit points, you're dead. And that sounds great, but it is a little brutal. So,
it reminds me of a regular Nintendo Entertainment System game. Right. No save points. No continues. You just dead. You got to start the whole thing over.
That's right. Exactly. And, one of my bigger complaints with 5th edition was the near immortality of the characters. I mean, nobody's ever really gonna, be that afraid of dying in 5th edition because you get 3 saves and it's, impossible to kill characters. But then, which is one of the appeals of Old School Essentials, but now I feel like the pendulum has swung too far the other direction. So I've been researching, different house rules, and I actually went through the AD&D 1st edition rule set, and one of the books that I've been really looking at was the Wilderness Survival Guide, and because I'm doing right now I'm working on a book for the Skelos Mountains, and so there's a lot of stuff in there that I am porting over, like rules for how weather affects the characters, ranged combat and wind, things like that. And they have in that book rules for they're not. It's hard to call them rules, but because they're very vague. But rules for bandages and infected wounds and things of that nature. And it doesn't come out and explicitly state that there's an alternate rule, but it is heavily implied that people are not playing, that characters just automatically die at 0 hit points. It's very heavily implied. And so, in the research of these other house rules and whatnot, a lot of people were using, a negative 10 hit points rule, which I never really liked. They're doing, you get 1 death save. And so I decided to split the difference. And I'm using your con score. So if you get to 0 hit points, you roll a death save. If you fail, your character's dead. If you succeed, your character is at 0 hit points and unconscious. Every round after that, you will take D3 con loss due to shock and blood loss. Now, and because the D3 is so that, other characters, rather than saying, oh, well, don't worry, we don't have to get to him right away, he's got another 5 rounds or, however many con points left. We want there to be a little bit of a need to rush, so you don't ever know how many he's going to lose next round, or that character is going to lose next round. So during that time, if you have bandages, another character can come up and make an intelligence check to use bandages to staunch the bleeding, which will then stabilize the downed character, and they can start to heal normally, which is D3 hit points per day of complete rest, or give them magical healing later, or whatever. Now, the bandages, you can buy a pack of 12 bandages for 1 silver piece, and these are bandages that have been, they're clean, they've been boiled in water with medicinal herbs, and those are, of course, preferable. If you don't have those, you can, of course, cut a swath of cloth off of somebody's shirt and use that. But that's probably going to be unclean. I mean, after being in the dungeon, you're probably going to be covered in blood and viscera and etc. And that's what you're going to be putting on the wound. And so that then would prompt every day the character wearing dirty bandages would have to make a con check. And keep in mind that con check is made at your current con. So if you've lost con points, that could be problematic. And if you make the save, you're fine. If you fail the save, you have a 1 in 6 chance of developing a wound infection. And that chance increases each day that you fail that con check. So if you failed that check 3 days in a row, on day 3 there's a 3 in 6 chance of developing an infection. If you develop an infection, generally you'll usually I left this particularly vague because it really depends on the DM, but generally you're looking at 1d12 days until you die unless you do something about it. Cure disease will get rid of the infection. Cleaning the wound out, which will usually cause more damage, will stop the infection. If it's really bad, if you're to the point where you've gone 6 or 7 days with an infection, you're probably looking at like having to amputate, a limb or something like that in order to stop the infection. So those are going to be our new rules for 0 hit points. I think it gives a little bit more dramatic tension. Oh, also, if you are using a shield and you're dropped to 0 hit points, you can make your death save. If you make your death save, your shield is smashed to splinters, and you drop to 0 hit points, but you're stable. You don't have to worry about con loss. And so you're just knocked to the ground, unconscious with a splintered shield. So you're not dead. But the next round, of course, the enemy that splintered your shield, of course, can then go ahead and make a coup de grace attack on you, which can then lead to dramatic moments where somebody else rushes in to kill this guy before he runs you through. So those are going to be our new 0 hit point rules, and I feel like there'll still be lethal enough, but they won't. We won't just be dropping like flies constantly. So, welcome to Braunhaven. We'll be picking up where we left off last week. The start of this campaign will, of course, be burying 3 members of the party in the little plot outside the All Faiths Temple, which would be this nice little plot of land right here underneath the tree. And before we get started, we would like to thank one of the friends of the Greenwater Guildhall. None of these are sponsorships or partnerships of any kind. They're just products that we really like. And today we would like to thank Dogmight Games. Dogmight Games makes beautiful wooden tabletop accessories for your role-playing games, such as DM screens, dice trays, dice vaults, dice towers. All of their stuff can be customized. If you order something that's customized, it'll generally ship in 6 to 8 weeks. But they have stuff in stock in their inventory, and if you order something that's in stock, that usually ships in 1 to 2 business days. We have a code that's good for 10% off everything on their site, and if you go to their site, you can put whatever you want into your cart and then use code FRIEND in all capital letters, and that will net you 10% off your purchase. If you're a fan of our Braunhaven campaign, we do now have a website that'll be in the description down below via Obsidian Portal. The adventure log, kind of, usually, like with the Traveler games, I do the adventure log in the manner of news articles, but there's in this setting, there's really not a news agency. So it is mostly going to be rumors and tales of things from the local area. Because they're rumors and they're coming from the peasants, you don't know that anything there is actually true or not. But that is the local lore of what people believe in the region. If you like the page, please go to the front page and give us a thumbs up. We like to see those fan likes, and we hope you enjoy. I see Cameron got her camera to work. Hooray!
Yeah.
So yeah, so the problem with the cameras was that evidently they don't support the legacy video option anymore, and they just stopped supporting it. And then I went through my emails. They didn't send out any notice that they were just going to not use that anymore. And so here, there's a whole bunch of people that their webcams aren't working. And so they actually had to create a site, a page specifically for this on Roll20. I mean, they could have avoided all of this. All they had to do is send out an email. I mean, I don't know why that should be so difficult, but here we are. They probably left it up to Drive-Thru-RPG to send out the email. So, yeah, good to know that we have our cams back. And so you guys, the following morning, Father Ainsworth, the druid who is ministering to the faith of in the All Faiths Temple, lays the three, your dwarf Umroth, the thief Dorvish, and the wizard or the magic user Ignatius are all buried in plots here under the nice little trees here, and he says some flowery words. He's not particularly good at this sort of thing, being a druid. Druids in Braunhaven generally are followers of the old gods rather than the 12 known gods, but they are part of the old faith, and they have some different views on burial and whatnot, but he tries to do whatever the people of the town or the region would want for their loved ones. And so, he says some words and puts them into the ground, and some of the other townspeople are helping to fill in the plots with dirt and cover them up. And so you guys move back to the inn around your table down here, and there are some other people in the inn, and I will let Wes introduce his two new characters.
Okay. I have two new characters. My first is Borman Bone Crusher. He is a tall, kind of caramel colored skin. He's got black hair and a big black beard, and he's fully outfitted with plate mail and everything. He actually came because he is he is a brother of Dwarvish, and so he has come to take up Dwarvish's cause, and he's extremely well trained in the bow, and he exclaims that he will gladly take forth the trap finding and stuff to help avenge Dorvish's death. With him is a girl named she claims to be Alora, and she is a woodland witch, and she has a dog.
Nice.
Yeah.
So these are Alora and Borman. You see that they have come into the Broadhouse coaching inn. And I would imagine Borman probably was at the burial service for his brother.
Oh, Dorman. Yeah, he was. And he doesn't sing as well as his brother did, but he sure as hell gave it a try, And yeah,
he tried. Is he a fighter, thief, bard, or just fighter, thief?
Fighter, thief. Okay. Yeah, but I mean that doesn't stop him from singing.
Well, of course not. No.
Yeah. He taught himself in the outhouse how to sing, and the acoustics and the acoustics in there are tremendous, and so he thinks he's killing it, but he sucks. Oh yeah, he's terrible at singing.
So let's see here, and Gabe is out today, watching the kiddos, I believe. So where we left off is, before you go back down into the dungeon, is there any shopping that you guys want to do? The town alchemist, the apothecary, has 3 more healing potions in stock for 50 gold pieces each, and she also has packs or bundles of 12 clean bandages for 1 silver piece, and she has 5 of those.
Oh, you just got bandages in stock? How wonderful!
Yes, amazing how that happens. Yes.
Yeah,
I took the liberty of I bought bandages in in character creation shopping.
Good plan. Good plan.
Yeah, I changed the. I had to refund some of my money because I went first by your original posting, but you changed it up to give me 12 bandages and all that shit.
Yep.
I think first you were saying they came in groups of 5.
Right. Yeah. No. And I just said, well, I was looking at. It's funny because I was looking at the other things that are generally in bundles, and it seems like they either come in packs of 2 or in packs of 12. I was like, well, I guess we'll just stick with the 12 motif. And,
are you guys gonna fill my characters in on all the crap that you guys did and found and all that? Kind of sit around and drinking, talking.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So then I would like to try to get. If we're gonna shop around, I'd like to buy some chain, maybe 20 foot of chain, and a big sharpened grappling hook made like a really big treble hook.
Yeah, you could get some chain. Let's see here.
So I'm thinking if we're gonna go down fucking around in there and we get in that water or something, I'd like to throw a big treble hook with some rotted meat on it down in that water, and maybe
I don't. Oh boy. So, one of the tales that you hear around the tavern, of course, Tekka and her and Granny and Grandpa Crackerbottom, they've bought a round of drinks for everybody in the tavern, in honor of the lost adventurers, and you guys, of course, are taking advantage of your free room and board, and Tekka is serving another table, and you can overhear, people in the tavern are eating their breakfast, dark beer and scrambled eggs and bacon, and they do what villagers do. They're gossiping, and one of the tales that you hear is that Ol Rivy has been sighted. Now, the story of Ol Rivy is that, or at least the people believe that there is a monster, like a sea monster, that dwells in the Great River, and the Great River is, very, very deep. It is a huge river, and several fishermen that fish along this stretch of the water claim to have seen Ol Rivy, and they believe it is a freshwater sea serpent the size of a dragon, and they claim that boats have been capsized without warning, and some of those that fall overboard are never seen again. They claim that that Ol Rivy is responsible for a couple of children that went missing along the riverbank, and they say that the serpent usually shows up on cloudy nights or after a fog has rolled in, and a lot of this comes to you, and it sounds like your typical Ancient Aliens bullshit, like people that fall off of a boat, or a boat is capsized in a river, they don't always make it to the surface. So it doesn't necessarily mean that there's a sea monster that ate them. They could have gotten stuck in the undertow or whatever. So whether or not you put any stock into these tales, but the last time that you were down in the catacombs, you heard you came into the large chamber where there's an underground lake, and if you remember, you saw that there was clearly something large moving under the water, and you could hear that there what sounded like frogs croaking at the far end of this lake, and you couldn't see all the way over there because of the darkness, but you would hear something large splash up or splash the water, and then the frogs would stop croaking. and then after a few minutes, the frogs would start croaking again. But you never saw whatever this splashing was. So these stories that sound like bullshit that you're hearing around the tavern. On the other hand, you always have that little thing in the back of your head. Well, maybe they're not fake. Maybe they're not full of crap. There's a possibility. So yeah, you guys can do any shopping that you want to do. Just let me know what you're buying. So chain, yeah, you can buy some chain. Now, 50 feet of rope is going to cost 1 gold piece. I would think, there is a blacksmith in town. They would have chain. I would think that the difference, though, is that 50 feet of chain is going to be rather heavy, or heavier than.
Yeah,
than
I'm just trying to get I'm not wanting to carry it with me right now, so to speak. Gotcha. I'm wanting to make sure that I can get, think big treble hook, long, strong chain, and maybe an attachment pre-done up so I can hammer it in place.
Gotcha.
And then later on, when I talk my unsuspecting party members into hunting this sea creature, I've got tools to make it happen.
So I would say 25 feet of chain is going to run you 2 gold pieces.
Okay. I'm gonna put 10 gold pieces on it, and then get him to put a nice huge treble hook on the end of it.
Yeah, and a treble hook, I would say. Let's see here.
If he's got to make it, I don't mind, just letting him do it.
Can I make a treble hook?
So yeah, it would just be a regular. So the treble hook's actually going to cost you more than the chain does. The hook is going to run 25 gold.
Okay, so
can my character make a treble hook, or is that like outside of the armor and shieldery stuff that I do?
No, you could do it. Yeah.
How long would it take my character to do that?
Probably not terribly long. I would say a couple of hours.
Okay.
Yeah, hell yeah, and then I'll just spend the 10 gold pieces on what is it? Every 20 feet you said was 2 gold pieces, so that is
Well, I said 25 feet would run 2 gold for the chain.
Okay, so yeah, so then I got 5 of those, so that's 125 foot of chain.
Yep. Okay.
How much for the raw material for the treble hook?
I would say probably 5 gold pieces.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you provide the 5 gold to make for the raw material, I can make it for you.
Yeah, I got it. I just came into an inheritance about this guy. I barely knew him as a kid, He was kind of, he was kind of shiny a little bit, but he was always he always pulled all the women. So I didn't go with him places. He would get he just center of attention. He was, but he left me this gold in a flute that I can't play.
Maybe if you practice.
Yeah.
So you're not carrying the chain with you presently.
Not unless, that would over encumber me, man. That's fucking a lot of fucking shit.
That's a lot of chain, yeah.
Yeah, but I want to get it ready. If we're gonna go in there, we can hire some people to carry that chain for us.
So that was the other thing I was going to say. I don't know how many characters you want to take down into the dungeon with you. You could hire retainers that essentially. So there's 2 kinds of hireling. There are retainers, and then there are what is essentially mercenaries. And mercenaries come in, they're veterans. So essentially they're going to be level 1 fighters. And, they will generally, they'll help you, veterans will help you deal with monsters and whatnot. Retainers, on the other hand, they are level 0 normal humans, and what they're really supposed to be doing is, carrying your torches, maybe lumping around packs, carrying out treasure that you find, things of that manner. So that could be an option for you if you want to hire a couple of retainers.
I don't want to just act like I'm in charge, especially being the new guy. So we can get, if we want to go hunt the serpent, whenever, that's the way to do it. We could go hunt it now if we want, but still, that's
now
hiring
the last
retainers to carry the chain.
Now the last room that you checked out, if you remember, there were goblins that were trying to pick the lock on a door that was covered in awful, covered in shit, and the under the muck on this door, it was engraved with a image of a dwarf sitting on a privy, smiling and toasting whoever's looking at the door with a frothy mug of beer. But that door was locked and you never went in there. So that was the last room that you went into before. So I don't know if you want to go back to there or if you want to try to go back to the lake. What would you guys like to do?
I'm down for the lake. I want to see that.
And so Carl won't be going, but who all is going? Are you taking everybody?
I'm going to take Borman.
Okay.
Laura will use her witchy type crazy stuff and her dog Fido. They will just stay around here and help. She's got some light medical stuff with herbs and salves and shit that she can, do and gather and all that. I don't want to overload the experience.
The less characters you take down with you, the more XP you get. Is something to.
And the less actions and all that, but
right. Well, yeah.
But she's gonna stay up here. She doesn't like to go down in those places, so she says.
Okay, so she'll stay up here with Carl Coinbiter.
Yeah.
What about Dentry? Are both Dentry and Jackson going down?
I think this time it'll just be Dentry.
Okay. And what about
Jackson realizes he's not so good in the dungeony area.
Well, he had some bad luck with the rolls, but
yeah, I don't mind player to player, man. If you want to take both your PCs down there, I'm cool with it. I don't give a shit. So
I mean, you know what? Why not? It gives us a little bit of range stuff that I didn't have before. So
yeah,
and
he's been going down there,
and is Cassandra and Mavis going down, or what?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so
I don't know.
We've got these four.
What's everybody's approximate XP right now? Because I'm trying to remember if I added my stuff right.
Okay. I'm not the one to ask because
right.
It's all tainted.
I guess Cassandra.
100. Or wait, let me see. 12,000. Is that right? No, not 12,000. 1,200. In a quarter, or wait a minute.
Okay, yeah, 1,200.25, I believe.
Yeah, something like
somewhere
that.
around in there.
Okay, because I had a whole number. Am I supposed to add this number or not? And I was I have a 700. I'm like, is this 700 supposed to be added to my XP? It was just a random note on my character sheet. So thank you for that. That 700 is supposed to be added to my.
So you guys are going back to the lake.
Borman exclaims that he's very, very good at finding traps. So I guess we already know where all the traps were to get us back there. So cool.
Yeah, and it would take probably wouldn't take that long at all to get there. I would say probably 10 minutes to get back to the lake. Because you know where the traps and whatnot are.
Cool. So when I envisioned this, I thought we would just take the big chain and hammer and stuff and just really secure it here into the ground, and then take some old rotted meat, put it on the treble hook, and just throw it in. You know,
so
when something grabs a hold of it, the chain will kind of go taut. You know.
So this room, I need to find it here. If you remember, there is a rowboat, and it's moored here on this what is now a shore of this underground lake, and essentially this wall looks like it has been degraded from centuries of water beating against it, and so it just kind of crumbled and became a shore for this lake. And you can hear in here that there are frogs croaking, and they're echoing off of this large chamber. And the water is very clear, but this lake, you can't see a bottom. I mean, it is a really deep lake. Let me shrink these down a bit. They're a little big.
Does that sound like a good plan to everybody? Maybe we turn the lanterns up and kind of space them up along the walls, to really light the area up.
Sure.
Yeah.
Mavis still has that ring of water walking, so if you wanted to scoot over to the other side, that's...
At least to put a lantern or two down there to kind of help brighten everything up.
Okay.
You think?
Yep, she's
Jackson will prepare an arrow in case something comes out at her while she's doing that.
Does she die when she walks across it? Or is the ring of water walking make her pretty safe?
The ring of water walking is going to make it pretty safe for her. She can just walk across. So, is she just I'm sorry. Is she just walking across, or is she taking something with her? What's Mavis's plan? What are you guys having her do?
Bring some light source over there to try and so we could what happens better, and then take a peek behind me too. So, yeah, there's a hallway. I'll yell, and then I'll stay here so I can peek around the corner when they do whatever it is.
Okay.
Cool.
Well, all right.
But I placed some light here to help, I guess, torches or something. I'm not sure. Yeah.
I've got a lantern. I'm going to put a lantern kind of right here, and just kind of set it down, and have it wide open. So it ought to light everything up around here really good. And then maybe right here, hammer in the end of the chain.
Okay.
So it's secure. And then, whenever we're ready, we'll just throw the chain out in the water with a bunch of rotted crap meat from the inn.
Okay.
And this here is how we used to catch them fish back at home. And just throw it down in there, and then once the chain kind of falls down, want to pull a little bit out of the water. Hopefully, there'll be a little slack, and then it's really just wait and see.
Okay. So are you taking the boat across and kind of trolling with the chain, or are you just throwing it in the water and staying on the shore?
I'm just gonna kind of take the end of it, and give it a little swing and launch it out there.
Okay.
I don't see a reason to get in the water with the big water giant.
Ooh, that was close.
Beast.
Okay, so yeah, you throw this chain out there with some rotted meat, and you wait probably another 10 minutes, and there is no result. Uh-oh.
Darn it, man. Okay.
Again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's pull the chain back.
Well, I mean, sometimes things just need to sit. No, we could adventure around and just let this thing sit here if we wanted to. There's no reason to pull the chain. Patience is the fishing game.
Well, I mean, you hammered the chain into the rock, and you could just leave it in the water and take the boat across and come back later to see if.
I'm cool with that.
If you caught anything.
Yeah. If we get him on the chain, he'll stick around.
I'm all Greg.
I mean, is that cool with everybody, or do you want to like sit another round and make him roll again? Maybe chum the water.
Yeah, chum it.
Chum in the water. We're gonna throw some more foodie type stuff. You know, maybe yesterday's stew.
Okay.
And just chunk it off in the water there and make it smell nice and tasty.
And I'm gonna throw a couple like larger rocks in the water too, just to kind of get the water moving.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You get his attention.
Oh shit. He's got wings and shit. Thank God we're not outside.
And
it's a dragon. We're all dead.
Old Rivy. No, it is a sea serpent. But Old Rivy.
Perhaps we should have.
And the size is appropriate. He is that big. He doesn't have wings though. He's just a big sea serpent. And Old Rivy is going to get a 4 on his initiative. Everybody roll initiative.
Oh, we're adding.
No, it's just a D6 plus your dex modifier.
Oh, sorry, I rolled a D20.
Habits.
I was like, wow, that's a hell of a dex modifier.
Yeah.
She has a 400 for dex.
Yes.
Okay, so now they both have the same thing.
Okay.
Shit.
All right. So
I bet this guy kills with one hit.
between Borman and Dentry, which one of you wants to go first?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Gentry, go first. He's the older guy, the senior party member.
Okay. So Dentry, you can see, and of course it's dark in here, so it is.
We've got lanterns and stuff all up.
Right, but I mean, they only go out 20 feet. So, and you're in a deep, dark underground lake.
Okay,
so,
sure.
And of course, it's a sea serpent, so it is under the water, but you can see that its head has kind of poked up out of the water, and it does indeed have the chain and the hook in its mouth, and it is, but it's still interested in you guys. So, Dentry, what would you like to do?
I would. So its head is like right there on the shoreline?
Yep, and you can see, I mean, this thing's head is, probably a good 3 feet across. It's quite large.
So nice, easy target for me then. Okay.
Yeah.
Then in that case, I'll walk up to its head and be like, hi there, and go for an attack right on the head.
All right.
No, damn you. I said move. There we go. Alrighty, let's see how this goes.
Big money, no whammies.
Using different dice this week. Last week was not the greatest, so.
So yeah, melee attacks, it is D20 plus your strength modifier, and you also get to add your strength modifier to your damage.
Alrighty, well, 14. How's 14 do?
That hits.
Yeah. Alrighty, D8. 8 points of damage.
Nice. All right.
And because there doesn't seem to be a lot of room for attacking here, I'm gonna step back.
Okay.
After that.
So you slash your sword down, and you know that you hit, but you can see that the water kind of goes a little bit darker. It's no longer clear. You can see, you can't tell exactly what it is, but it looks like it's probably blood. Borman, what would you like to do?
Well, his head's poking up, so I might as well just shoot it with my trusty bow.
Go for it. So D20 plus your dex modifier, but you don't get to add your dex modifier to your damage. 17 or 21 is a hit.
All right, so this will be a D6 plus 1. So this will be plus 1. 4 points of damage.
All right.
I get plus 1 because of my weapon specialization of fightery.
That right? Yes, you took combat talent specialization in your bow. Okay. Yeah. Cassandra, what would you like to do? You're all the way in the back, being smart, not getting chomped on.
I think I have enough movement to run up and smack it and then back off.
I would think so, yeah. I mean, you're literally...
10.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to try and hit it with the +1 mace then.
All right.
Is Jackson L. Samuel very strong?
No, I mean, eh.
Right.
He's not weak. He's just not like crazy strong.
Okay. I mean, we might have to. Yeah. we might have to pull this big bad boy out to get its final kills on it. You know.
Let's see here. So that's a 17 to hit.
That hits.
Okay.
Good point. If we pull the chain, then we'll have a harder time being mobile.
For 3 points of damage.
Okay.
And run back, I guess.
And I would assume Mavis can hear the sounds of combat and splashing around of water. What would Mavis like to do?
She'll try and whack him with a sling. It's not going to do shit, but you know.
Okay.
Hey, 4 hit points is 4 hit points.
True. 12 to hit.
That's a miss.
Okay. Well, that's all she can do.
Old Rivy.
Hopefully old Rivy takes his turn to fucking run, but you know.
Well,
might be ornery. I'm happy. Yeah.
Let's see. He does not run. So he is going... He is going to leap up to 20 feet out of the water and make a bite attack on Dentry.
Pretty good.
Yeah. Low numbers.
Oh! Oh! Yeah, no, he does not... Oh, wait. What is Dentry's armor class?
2, I think. 1. 2.
Yeah, no, he misses. Okay.
Almost like if a 2 hits me.
Yeah. What kind of bonus does that motherfucker get?
Right.
He's got a THAC0 of 14.
Wow, yeah, he's good.
He is a 6-hit dice monster. And so far you guys are killing it. What would Jackson like to do?
Jackson's gonna just shoot a bow. Shoot an arrow right down his maw. Is it still out of the water, like in the air now?
No, he leaped out of the water. He can leap 20 feet to make his attack, and then splash back into the water.
Okay. Does the hook in the thing in its mouth do any damage during all that jumping around?
I'll let Borman make roll a d4 for damage.
I will.
Ooh, another 3. Ouch.
That'll,
yeah, it's not going to do damage each round, but it is hooked in its jaw, and so it took 3 points of damage from biting down on the hook.
We got to pull him out and get behind him and coup de grace.
Here's the thing: is that even if old Rivy wanted to, it can't really run. It can only go like 25 feet, and then it's stuck on the chain.
That's the idea. No. It's just like fishing gators.
So, Jackson, what'd you get for your attack?
Oh, hey! Big money, 19.
That is a hit.
Where'd my D6 go? 6 points.
Nice.
Very beautiful.
Holy shit, I think you might kill old Rivy.
That's how you get your name in the papers, motherfuckers.
And we are back to Dentry. Who might need, after almost getting bit, might need to clean his armor.
Dentry's over here, like, just does a quick little shake off of all the slobber, like, ugh. And, ooh, not quite as good that time. A 13?
13 is a miss.
All right. Sorry, I forgot to moved up, swung, moved back.
Okay, yeah, I figured. Borman.
You know, I've got to just shoot my bow again.
Okay.
There's no reason not to. Here we go. Does 12 hit?
Does not. It is a miss.
All right.
And Cassandra.
All right, I'll do the same thing as last time.
Okay.
Hopefully. Oh shit. 2.
Nope.
Oh.
That's a mess.
I fuck it up so bad. Okay.
And we are to Mavis.
Mavis, you got to kill it.
You David and Goliath.
19.
That's a hit.
Yeah. Fucking better be. Okay.
Maybe this hit this round will get the thing's attention on Mavis.
Oh no, and then she'll totally get murdered. Well, I guess that's kind of what she wants.
Well, we want that ring.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, it landed in the dice pile upside down. So let's try again.
That means nat 20.
That means 2.
Ooh. So
Damn it.
Rivy is really on the fence here. He is going to try to run rather than continue this battle, but he can only go that far. Well, I guess that's far enough. And then you see the chain go taut. And
Does that do any damage?
Yeah.
It doesn't do any more damage, but the chain is straining against the iron spike that you used to spike it into the ground. That spike is like starting to bend.
I guess he's just making his run for it. We can still see him though, right?
That's a good question. Probably not, because no, because the light from your lantern is only going to go out 20 feet, so you can see to about here.
Okay.
I would say that if you wanted to make a ranged attack, I mean, you can follow the line of this taut chain. I would say you'd be at a -2 to hit.
-2 is better than nothing at all.
Jackson, what would you like to do?
Jackson has decided this thing will not be getting away and runs over to where the chain is and would like to quickly spike down another spike.
Okay. So Jackson hammers in a second spike. What would Dentry like to do?
Gentry will run over and do the same.
Okay. It's gonna look like, you know, the boards to a fort that a 10-year-old builds in his backyard. There's like 20 nails in one board because they can't hammer them in straight. What would Borman like to do?
I'm gonna kind of move right there, and I'm going to shoot at the end of the chain. Well, I'm gonna move right next to the chain so I can line up with it. I'm gonna shoot my bow. So I'm gonna take a -2 on this. You said. How about a 15?
That hits.
3 points of damage.
And Rivy, you see the chain go slack and kind of drop into the water as old Rivy is no longer with us.
And we start pulling the chain.
Yeah, you can make whoever wants to pull the chain needs to make a strength ability check. So roll a d20. You want to get under your strength check. If for each person that is assisting in doing that, you get an additional +1 to that roll.
All right, I'll assist whoever wants.
Another number.
I'm sorry. What now?
So that means we subtract another number from our roll. Because you said we want to go low, right?
You wanted it low, right? So you can subtract it, or just add it to your strength. So if three of you are in the process of trying to pull, whoever is going to make the strength check can add +3 to your strength.
Okay.
Dentry's probably the strongest. He never showers.
Yeah, no, Dentry's like, nah, I'm pulling. Dentry did well. I rolled a 7, so that's definitely below my strength.
Okay.
Oh hell yeah! And
So
you got friends.
So the three of you pull, and you're grunting, and you drag this sea serpent to the edge of the shore right here. And like I said, its head is like 3 feet across and like 6 feet long. Well, I mean, the sea serpent. So where does the head end and the body begin? But anyways, this thing is, their description of it. Let's see, what does it say the size is? Sea serpent. Oops, that's not what I want. I know they're quite large.
We can take it out piece by piece if we have to.
This thing is 30 feet long. So, I mean,
we'll have to take it out piece by piece.
Would the restaurant like to cook up some sea serpent as a special?
Yeah, I mean, I suppose if you wanted to, you could take the time to carve off some steaks. I don't.
We should at least take the head of it upstairs for everybody to see and touch.
That's true.
Some people might want to, get a painter and
mount it on the wall.
Yeah.
Okay. Ye old sea serpent.
Is that something a furrier would be good at? Slicing bits off things.
Well, a furrier, they would be good at like skinning animals and turning their
hides. Okay, all right.
Turning their fur into clothing or hats or whatever. But I mean, I guess that kind of has some overlap with taxidermy.
Yeah, because they take the skin and stretch it over a form. They almost never use actual like bones and stuff.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I don't see why not. Now, doing something like that, though, I mean, probably going to take you, a while. Did you guys want to take that head up now, or do you want to continue?
Can we stash it in the cheese cave? Like, not tell them, so if they come down for cheese, it scares the shit.
Yes.
Okay, we're going to stash the head in there. I don't think that'll take too long, will it?
No, yeah, you guys take you like another 10 minutes, and you are able to stash the head in the cheese cave, and you are back to the boat Did you want to continue moving up this passage across the water?
Yeah, that seems like a smart idea. I
Okay.
mean, maybe we could take a lap with a lantern in here now and at least look.
She'll walk over there with the
lantern and look.
Take a gander.
So
old Rivy is a mated pair.
So, okay. So Mavis walks over here.
Don't die, Mavis. Don't die there because we can't get to you.
Damn it.
That was the opposite of what you wanted to do.
There we go. Mavis comes over here and sees what all the croaking is about. There are 5 giant frogs over here. And
shit.
They I don't know that they're really going to care too much. They are giant mutant frogs. And they they are surprised. So they don't even know that Mavis is there. But these things are quite large. They're probably 6 feet in size. These are.
Okay, I think Mavis should sneak back and relay that information to the rest of the party.
Yeah, I mean,
the frog is giant.
If they're over there and we're over here, we could just take this little dinghy, this little boat, and go across probably.
Yeah.
And just do it real quick. If they're way over there, yeah.
Okay.
Unless, I mean, did Mavis see anything over there that would warrant, like, we'd want to kill these frogs to go loot?
I don't think so. I think they're just frogs.
Yeah. I mean, if they've got, like, a mountain of gold over there.
Yeah, you don't see anything. You see that, you just see that there are giant 6 foot long or 6 feet in size frogs all sitting over on this bank. It looks like this was another room. Yeah. The weird thing is, though, is that Mavis doesn't see any doors to this room.
It's a trap.
Well, I mean, that's just such a difficult area to go deal with, and I mean, even at 6 foot long, and a little rowboat, we're at a disadvantage.
We could just fling rocks and shit that direction from slings. They're free, and then like something will hit, and then they'll get pissed off and come over here if you want to fight them.
I don't care. I just probably the smarter thing to do is just to venture on. I mean,
sure, yeah.
There's not a lot to gain. We got the sea serpent. It was causing a threat on the town, so
there might be a secret door too. We've discovered a few of those, so that's a possibility.
If we want to go looking, I mean, I don't care. I'll shoot those frogs from so far away.
No, let's keep going. Let's go this way and see what's over here.
Okay.
All right. Then yeah, we're boating across.
Okay. So let's see here.
I'll move up front and look for traps.
Okay. Go ahead and make a trap check.
All right. I should find traps unless I took a thing, because I find traps on anything but a 5 and 6.
So you didn't find any traps, but you do hear the sound of what it sounds like a whetstone on an edge, and it just and you can hear a conversation in a low not quite a whisper, but definitely trying not to be too loud, and it is in Orcish. It is the Orcish dialect of Pukashal.
I speak that.
Okay, so you hear That you hear these gruff voices complaining about the lazy, filthy goblins. They're not doing enough work. They're not bringing the treasure. We still haven't found the damned holy symbol.
And they're just, do I think, well, I guess I have to move up to find out if they're from over here or over here, huh?
Yeah, you would have to move up.
Oh, God.
Now,
right, slowly but carefully.
At the end of this hall, here and here, there are 2 iron doors. They are, cell doors.
Okay.
Both are closed. But
All
you can see through them, obviously, because they're just, slatted
Right.
bars.
But do I hear which way if I get right there, still looking for traps, kind of moving along quietly, I'll put my move silently roll if you'd like.
Yeah, go ahead and make a move silent check.
I'm not moving as silent as I could be. I did make check, but what it is.
So let's see if they hear you. Jesus Christ, they do not. So they didn't hear you.
All right. Well, are they? Which direction do I think the noise is coming from?
It's coming from this direction.
Well, then I want to look for traps again.
Okay. Go ahead and make another.
Yeah, I should locate traps if I see them, and then I'm just going to kind of move up in here and looking.
Nope, you don't find any traps, but what you do discover, this iron door is locked.
Does that stone key we found earlier fit it?
That is a very good question. Let's see.
Best way to pick a lock is with the key.
Right. Let's see. It does not.
I don't see the orcs.
But, yeah, you can see the orcs. You also see, in this room, you see that there is a rough-hewn, natural stairs that leads down deeper underground in the northeast corner of this room.
God, this door's locked. Oh, they're not hearing me. Oh.
Yeah, they're sitting around complaining about the filthy, stupid goblins, and they are, well, they're bitching about the filthy, stupid goblins. They're also they are laughing and joking about how the stupid human that hired them to do this overpaid for this simple job.
That I relay to the party.
And the terms that they use, and I obviously I don't speak Orc, so I don't know the word that's used, but the word that they use to when referring to this stupid human in Orcish would be like chief. So they're thinking, they're in their eyes, whoever it is, this guy that hired them is like the chief of humans.
You think I should just start assassinating them?
I mean, if the door, come back and tell us, because then we can all just do like a little, they can't get to us, but we can get to them.
Yeah, I'll just kind of come over here and we'll have like a whisper meeting, and be like, look, they're through the bars, I'm not sure I can unlock it without drawing attention, but we could sure get an ambush in, and maybe they'll unlock the door for us.
I was wondering if is there anybody who has like a good strength modifier?
I mean, I got a +2.
Okay, I think that the +1 mace might, if you can use it, might be better for you because your strength modifier will add damage, and I don't really have one, so it might be better if you want it.
And it's a D6 of damage?
Yeah, plus a D6 +1. And then plus your strength modifier.
I mean, I use a sword, which is a D8.
Oh, okay.
So, like,
yeah,
balance out with the plus
and
2.
And clerics can only use blunt weapons, so I mean the mace
you
is...
can't trade with the sword. Okay,
right.
well, never mind then. Just ignore me.
I mean, you had a club, so I mean...
Yeah, it's all right. I was just throwing it out there in case it would improve our party's thing, but it won't. So,
I mean,
so if the orcs press back and start causing problems, the only way we have to flee is across the water, which is pretty bad. Maybe we should press ahead to make sure.
There's this door here that is closed, but you haven't checked it to see if it's locked.
I think we should try and sneak through there also, and because we'll need more room to spread out if they end up being like a harder fight than we anticipated. They may be able to open the door from the inside and just rock us. So.
Okay, I'm cool with that. I'll sneak over to this this door again and I'll check it for. Well, I gotta check it for traps.
Okay, go ahead and make a trap check.
And that again, we'll hit it again because I dumped all my expertise pretty much in trap finding. And then I'll see if it's locked.
It is not locked. So in this room here, it is a ossuary. There are cracked tiles that have been overgrown with moss, and that's pretty much the entire room, floor, walls, and ceiling. The ceiling's 10 feet tall. There's niches in the walls from floor to ceiling, and each niche is filled with the bones of the dead. You can tell that at one time that this wall was actually, or this room was actually quite beautiful. The tiles were like a polished mosaic, and you can see that at one point it was a very beautiful room, but the ravages of time affect us all. There is another iron door on this side that is closed, and a passage that leads to the west.
So there's enough room in this room for us to have a little bit of space. Okay, that's good. Good news. Because if it's a hallway fight, then that's
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. I'm ready to start fighting some orcs if you guys are.
Sure are.
In a hallway fight with them having to come down the hallway isn't a bad idea, though.
Yeah, it gives you a bottleneck.
Boomman was here. I'm here.
Okay, wait. I'll move Mavis here. Okay, sorry.
Put some people with range just behind them.
Yeah, that'd be fine. I can hold the line if it comes down to it. I mean,
because at most that means only 2 of them can attack us, but 4 of us can attack those 2. Which is the exact opposite of the situation that got us killed last time.
That's right. Yeah. So I'm going to start out with my longbow, but if I get into melee, I'll just quickly pull out my throwing dagger and stab with it. That's my fight plan.
Let's go. Let's hop to it then. That's cool.
Okay.
All right, so
the orcs, you have surprise on the orcs, so you will get a free turn or a free round. All right.
Do some ranging it as well.
Everybody can roll initiative.
Ouch.
Damn, look at the big initiative on Borman.
Borman.
Hey, just sometimes things work out great.
What did? Okay, I was gonna be. Mavis got a 0. Wow.
I sacrificed some random children to the Roll20 gods. I built an altar in my neighbor's backyard because, you don't do that shit in your own yard, right? And, yeah, it's really been paying off.
Okay, so Borman, what are you going to do?
I'm going to try to shoot one of them from behind with my longbow.
Yeah, you can backstab this guy.
Fuck yeah, I want to backstab that guy. So... I got my normal +4 because of all the shits and giggles, and then I'm going to get another +4 because I'm shooting from behind. And I'm going to do a D20. Here we go. Look at that shit right there.
Oh, nat 20. Okay. So you will do max damage.
That's 7.
So he's going to take... He dies. He is kaput. And now, of course, the orcs are aware of you. Cassandra, what would you like to do? Are you gonna... Do you have any kind of ranged weapon or anything that you want to do?
I don't.
Okay.
I'll say something encouraging to my friends.
You don't have a sling?
I gave my sling to Mavis. I should have bought another one, but yeah, didn't do it.
What would Dentry like to do? Are you just holding the line, waiting?
Nah, Dentry will pop out and do a slingshot and then come back and ready his melee weapon after that.
So you really... Honestly, you wouldn't be able to hit anybody because this orc wouldn't be in your line of sight. And the one that you could see has already been killed.
All right, well, then I will come up to here. Look, you... Okay. There we go. And with my surprise round, try and go for like a stab through the bars at him. But I not have the angle?
Yeah,
Would it be like
you could try it. I would say that you'll be at a -1 to hit because you're trying to, you're at this weird angle, sharp angle going through the bars. But yeah, you can try it with a -1.
Yeah, that didn't work unless 12 hits.
It does not. Almost, though.
Then I will come back.
Okay. What does Jackson want to do?
If Jackson moved to here, would he have line of sight for an arrow shot on one? On this guy?
He could try to hit this guy.
Okay.
And again, he'll be at a -1.
Well, it don't matter because he just whiffed it.
Okay.
He whiffed it.
So his arrow clatters off into the rim. And what would Mavis like to do? Is she gonna go up and try to use her sling at a -1?
I guess so. Yeah. I don't know how I crowd in there. All right.
You could theoretically hit this guy.
No, she can't. Okay. Back.
All right, we are back to Borman.
Okay. I will just kind of take a step up here, and I can nail this guy here.
Yep. You're at a -1.
Okay. I'm no longer. Okay, so there. 14 hit?
It does.
Two points of damage.
Okay.
Another arrow, and then I'm just gonna kind of use my movement to kind of step right back here and get out of the hallway a little bit.
Okay. So the orcs do indeed have a key to unlock the door. So this guy is going to unlock the door, and he's going to move in, and will attack Borman. This orc is going to move here. And these guys are all using battle axes, so they are using two-handed weapons. And so the battle axe wielding orc. Only luckily for you, because of the yeah, he can probably squeeze by. This guy is actually going to do like that, and he'll make an attack on Dentry. All right. Well, not with a 5. And a 4? Are you for real? This is bullshit.
I told you, I sacrificed the neighbor's kids on an altar to roll 20 god.
Change the color of my dice. And the last guy, he can't. He's not going to be able to get through that mess of orcs. So, Cassandra, what would you like to do?
Is one of them reachable then? Can I try and smack one?
Yeah, you could smack either of these two.
Okay. Sweet, 16.
That is a hit.
I was betting it was. For 3 points of damage.
Ouch. You clobber an orc. He's still standing, but he's really wishing he wasn't. Dentry, the one that tried to swing his battle axe on you is now bleeding profusely from his head.
All right, well, let's see if I can't finish him off then. I will attempt. Fucking hell. Not with a 3, I want a 5.
And Jackson.
Jackson can he get the edge of him, or is he got a disadvantage on his shot, or a -1 on his shot?
No, he can shoot over Dentry's shoulder.
Okay. Well, Jackson's gonna try and shoot over Dentry's shoulder. Woohoo! Nat 20.
Nice, maximum damage. This orc.
That's a 6.
This orc doesn't have to worry about the bleeding from his head anymore, because now he is dead with a big arrow sticking through his face. And Mavis.
Let's see here.
Throw a rock past entry.
If I throw it past you, it would be a -1.
No. No, I won't do it. Yeah, there's no minus.
Okay. 18.
That's a hit.
Yeah. And I gotta find the D4 again. Okay. D4. 3 points of damage. That's pretty good.
That's really good. You hit him in the chest with a rock, and he's kind of winded, like. Borman.
I'm just gonna kind of whip out my dagger and stab this guy.
Okay.
Yeah. So I haven't done the math on this. I get.
It would be D20 plus your 1 strength modifier +1, because that's a +1 dagger, isn't it?
That's right. So I get +2 on this. Is what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
So D20 +2. Roll it. 14 hit.
It does.
This will be 2d4 because it's a melee attack, and I get to add my strength. So there you go. 8 points of magic throwing dagger damage to the neck.
Yeah. So now wait a minute. You rolled 2d4?
You said I roll double dice if it's in melee. That's what you said when you described the magic +1 dagger to be +1 throwing dagger.
Yeah, let me double check that. When uses a missile weapon, the dagger. No, it's when you throw it.
Oh, when I throw it, it's 2d4. And okay,
yeah,
so I'll just roll
double damage on a successful hit.
Okay, well, we'll just roll 1d4, and there's 4 + 1. 4 + 2 is 6.
Yeah, either way, he drops. You stick your dagger right through his neck, and he dies. The last orc is really questioning. Ew, no, the last orc is like, nope, fuck this, and he takes off and runs. Okay. Hold on here. Let me update.
Can we get the key off the one that had the key?
Yeah. Yeah, you can loot the one that had the key. Hold on here, and that's I found an error. Let me look at this again.
So this will be.
Oh no, I didn't make an error. I think there's an error in the book, or in the referee's guide.
Oh.
40. Okay. And you get. You're going to get 3 rolls.
Are we rolling percentiles?
Yes, and that is on table D. All right, who wants to make the first percentage roll?
We all have to make one, so.
Okay, I'll go first.
All right.
67. So
67.
close.
Actually, I'm sorry. You get three rolls. So 67 is nothing.
Damn it.
94 is nothing, and
we want low.
Brian
Go
wants
low.
the next one.
Okay, fine. Nope, 72.
Nope. So the orcs had nothing on them.
Wow,
but there is.
Just
you can of course check out this room. You see that in that room there are. Well, let me describe this. So there is broken stone and dirt walls. Ceiling is 10 feet. Floor. There are crates stacked up against this east wall here, and there's a rough 10-foot tall cave-like passage that has natural stairs that leads down into darkness. It looks like it leads down to another level. The stacks of crates are sitting next to this cave entrance. There's like a small lantern on one of the crates. And one of the crates is being used as like a makeshift table and has, it's not a lantern. It's got a lit candle on it. And next to the candle, there is a note.
Ooh, what's it say?
So it is written in Orcish. So I believe Dentry would have to be able to read it.
All right, guys, it says, "Death upon you, your ancestors, and everybody else."
Actually, this is what Dentry sees. Charcuth, I require you to undertake a mission of great importance for me. It is imperative that you embark on this mission immediately. I require you to enter the catacombs beneath the town of Braunhaven. You are not to be seen. Search the catacombs for a holy symbol of Janus. You will know it when you see it. Return to me with this holy symbol and with all available haste. Duke Bartholomew.
Oh, he wasn't lying about that chief thing.
No.
And that. The crates. All right, hold on. I have to do the maths. In the crates seem like they are full and are quite heavy. What'd you say? I couldn't hear you.
Looking for traps.
Okay.
Go
ahead and make a traps check.
Yeah. I would have probably found them looking on the traps of all the crates.
You do not find any traps.
Well, I will open the crates and display it to the world to see.
So you find. Let's see here.
A wand of magic missiles.
Almost that good. Let's see.
Oh, no shit.
Need to bring up my coin conversion chart. You find 20 platinum pieces.
Okay.
I'm adding your XP up as you loot.
Oh.
And then you find 50 electrum pieces. Going to be worth.
Okay.
Two. And we find 400 gold.
Okay.
200 silver pieces.
Okay. I wonder if that guy still thinks he was overpaid.
And you find 900 copper pieces.
All right. Not a bad haul.
You also find a sword, and you find a quiver with 5 arrows in it.
All right. I mean, obviously the half orc is the sword guy.
I mean, it is a very, very nice sword, highly polished. And there are runes engraved along the blade.
Ooh.
Yep, taking the sword. Yep.
I'll just hand him the sword and looking in the quiver of arrows. I think I'm the only one that's really an arrow guy.
The arrows are very nice as well.
So we know there's an orc that way, but we have no idea if there's anything cool the other direction. So
that's true.
That's right. I'm gonna put this 5 arrows in my inventory because no one else used them, and Dimitri's getting the sword, so I'm not gonna keep track of that. I'm taking it off this list.
Okay.
You call me Dimitri?
Yes, I did. Sorry.
When did I become Russian?
He's the Russian half orc.
I fuck names up really good, and I got the letter right, and that was.
It's okay. It was actually, you got most of it right. That was pretty good.
Yeah, that was just like the beginning and the end are the same. So.
Yeah, you're pretty solid. And Dentry is not a normal name, so.
That's right. I'm gonna call these. I'm gonna put orc for when I reference these because I don't know what the fuck they do, but I'm subject to shoot them.
Okay.
Yeah. If they're searching for a holy symbol here or something, and we want to try to head that off, we head deeper into the thing. If we're worried about the orc going and telling people that the party's been done and the gig is up, then we should chase him and try to track him. That's the decision.
Yeah, it's up to you which direction you want to go. You can head through this door and go west, or you can go down these stairs.
I bet there's a. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say at this point, catching the orc's gonna be hard because we took time to loot and stuff, and that means he's got that much of a head start on us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would say it'd probably take you a good 10 minutes to go through the crates and loot everything.
Really, I think we should sit here and be ready to ambush in case he tells friends and they come back up here.
We could,
Set
you
a
know
trap
what we could
door.
do?
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Sorry.
we could just lock the door on the way back out. We have the key now, and then explore the west side. I have a feeling there's not a lot there, but I could be wrong. So
Sure.
yeah, there's just that little bit to look at over there. That's what I want to do first.
I'll lock, and I'm cool with what Cassandra's saying. I'm going to use the bathroom, so I'm going to just to keep things moving along, I'm going to roll my trap thing and just let somebody kind of, push us forward a little bit, whatever. But I'll give you another trap roll just in case it moves that far. I should be able to find 2 traps. So,
okay.
Moving up. I just got to pee real quick.
Okay. So this door was not locked, and but at the end of this hall there is a archway, and an 8-foot tall archway, and there are which room is that? 31. There are 4 goblins in here. No, that's there are 4 goblins in here that are rummaging through sacks that are. Oh, never mind. Everybody left. I guess we're taking a break.
Are we?
I guess we are. If you need to get something to drink, go get it now. I will be right back. I'm going to do the same.
Oh, that was quick. Did everybody roll initiative?
Not me. I'll do it right now.
Okay. So I just basically spotted the goblins there, and I guess.
Are we all back?
Looks like it, I think.
I don't know if Gentry's here or not, or Brian.
Well, we'll give him just a minute. Yeah, so far the new optional rules for thieves is working out really well. The D6 skills, I think, are a lot better.
I really invested in that particular find trap. I mean, I put 3 of my expertise points in it.
Right.
So.
And if I remember correctly, the maximum that you can ever have is like 5 and 6, right?
Yeah. 6 will always fail, but overall, I have a lot better chance of finding that.
Right.
All right. So, what? Are these goblins aware of our presence that we know of, or?
So at the end of this hall, there's this 8-foot tall arch, and there are 4 goblins in here that are rummaging through sacks on the floor. And again, this room is broken stone and dirt. The ceiling's like 10 feet tall. There is a large sack and 4 small sacks in here, and these goblins are rummaging through the snacks. They're rummaging through the sacks, and they're pulling items out. Oh, that's why they're. Sorry, there's supposed to be another goblin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 goblins in here, and there is the 5th goblin is actually kind of supervising the other 4 as they rummage through these sacks and telling them items to take. And it looks like they collected this stuff, put it into the sacks, and these guys are looting it before it gets to the orcs.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to.
But they are surprised.
Yeah.
They are not aware of you.
I want to tell my people that, there's goblins and we're going to do the fight, I'll probably have a signal by then where I do my hand like a pineapple. Pineapple!
Okay. So everybody roll initiative. Is Brian back?
We roll initiative and put it in a second.
Yeah, I already did mine.
Oh,
anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun. Hey. There you are. Did you already roll initiative?
I'm putting it in right now.
Okay.
I made the mistake of leaving my room, and then people in my home wanted to talk. No!
Oh, yeah.
He's alive!
He's alive! Speak with him now while you can!
Okay.
My mother's like, words, more words.
So between Dentry and Jackson, which one wants to go first?
Oh, wow, we got a whole long way to travel first.
Yeah, we're talking about this room. You guys probably are closer up. You can place your characters in whatever marching order.
Just behind me, I guess. Kind of narrated us into this thing.
Yeah, put the guy with the 0 AC up front.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Plate mail. High dex plate mail.
Yep. High dex and plate mail. That's the way to go.
I got dex and plate mail.
So
I wrote a song about that.
Yeah. So do you want Dentry to go first, or do you want Jackson to go first?
Jackson's going to go first because he's going to shoot an arrow.
Okay. Go for it.
19 to hit.
Yes.
That
one just straight.
You probably hit this goblin, right? Yeah.
Unfortunately, only did 1 point of damage.
Oh. I honestly didn't expect that goblin to live, but he has an arrow stuck in him, and he's like, ah!
Do you add anything to an arrow?
Nope, not unless they are magical, or you have a magic bow.
Nope. 1 point it is.
See, I always this isn't in the rules, but the logical thing that I think would make sense would be that if you have, like, say, a +1 bow, it should give you a +1 to your to hit, not to your damage. The +1 arrow would give you a +1 to damage, but not to hit, but that's not the way it works. The question that I've always had too: if you have a +1 bow and a +1 arrow, do those stack? I don't know if they stack, and I don't know. I guess that since there's no ruling, I'm going to say that they do, but no. Normally you wouldn't add anything. So, Dentry, what would you like to do? I mean, you could squeeze past Borman and run into the room.
That is a horrible decision. I mean, as it is, Borman, where he is going to get hit by 3 people, which isn't very good. That's just not a good place to be for Borman. Well,
assuming that they can hit AC 0.
There is that.
I mean, they would have to, I believe, literally roll a 19 to hit him.
All right. Well,
yeah, they would have to get a 19 or better to hit him.
So I could run up, hit, and run back, right?
Yeah.
All right, then that's what I'll do. With this sword that I got, I'll come up to like right at the edge of there and swing at the lower one.
Okay. So So first, hold on. I need to look at this sword.
I'll figure out what it does on my first swing.
You are going to find out. So you swing the sword. Go ahead and make your attack.
Well, it's a nat 20.
Okay, so you oh boy. So you do maximum damage +1. It is a +1 sword.
All right, well that's 8 plus 1 plus 2, so 11.
So yeah, this goblin, not only does he die, so you bring your sword down and slice it through his collarbone and into his chest and pull the sword out. And as you pull the sword out, the sword bursts into flame, and it casts light in a 30-foot radius and lights the goblin on fire. This is a +1 flaming sword. Inflicts fire damage, which may have special effects on certain creatures, and it grants attack bonuses. It is a +2 versus trolls or other creatures that cannot regenerate fire damage. It is a +2 versus pegasi, hippogriffs, and rocks or other bird-like creatures. It is a +3 versus treants or other plant-based creatures. And it is a +3 versus undead.
Holy crap. Okay, so flaming sword, start off. +1 flaming sword to begin with.
Yep.
And +2 versus...
It is a... Well, here. I'll just do it this way.
Yeah.
How about I make this easy? I will do...
Put in the chat.
Yeah, honestly, the flaming swords in old school essentials are better than they are in fifth edition.
Yeah, in 5th, it's just another +6.
Yeah.
But you don't get any advantage to hit other than like the +1 standard. I like the plus to hit and plus to damage.
Yeah.
Like, overall could maybe do less damage, but you're going to average out to probably even.
Right.
So hit more.
Okay. Where did it go? There it is. Okay. This. There you go. There is a +1 flaming sword.
Appreciate it. That is a lot of stuff that one item does.
Yeah. Yeah. So the fire itself, it's not a direct damage kind of thing, but some creatures are susceptible to fire, and of course it works as a torch, so no need to use torches anymore. You got a sword that does it for you, and it'll do it until you command it to stop.
And it's 30 feet instead of 20 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's badass.
And considering you still have your 0 AC, I jump back behind you again.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
I'm still typing image, so you guys will have to bear with me.
Okay. And so what would Mavis like to do?
Try and look around the other people to see what happened over there, all the way in the back. I guess I'm keeping a watch on the other side.
Okay.
That's not. I can't. I don't see how you could go through that many people.
Okay. And what would Cassandra like to do?
Cassandra has a mace, so she actually has a reason to push past people. So I will try. Do you think that's possible to squish through and smack someone?
Oh, I would think so.
Okay. All right. No. Like 4. Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Okay, so Mavis got a 4. Hold on a second here. Working on something. I need to...
Yes.
Okay. Sorry. Okay. Orman, what would you like to do?
I'm just gonna step up right there, kind of impose myself in the doorway, and I'm just gonna kind of hit this guy right here.
All right.
With my throwing dagger.
Okay.
But I'm gonna use it as a melee weapon.
All right. Ooh.
And I'm gonna not hit. But...
Yes, no, an 8 is a miss.
Yeah, there it is.
And the goblins were surprised. We get another round. But have Mavis roll a wisdom ability check. So you want to roll a d20 and you want to get under your wisdom.
Rolled over.
Okay, so you don't hear anything.
Shit. Okay.
Okay. So. Whoops. Jackson, what would you like to do?
I feel like at this point that's a lot more people than before.
Yeah. You would definitely be at like a -2 to try and shoot your bow around all these people. I mean, if it was 1, you could shoot over their shoulder, but you're going to be at -2. And you really don't want to roll a 1 because then somebody's going to have an arrow in the back of their head.
Yeah, that's the cost of failure is not worth the benefit of success.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. All of a sudden, those accidental, friendly fires in this game, they're a lot more lethal than they were before.
Absolutely. I mean, I still have a sword, a regular old sword, so I'll move my way up into the room and.
Okay. You could go like right here.
I am gonna go here only because the Dentry's whole thing where he can give disadvantage on other people's attacks against other characters. So I'll let Dentry take the more forward position after that. Okay. And I'll swing on this guy.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, pues.
That's the guy with an arrow sticking in him.
Yeah. There's the guy I hit before. I'm like, I'm gonna finish you off now, sucker. And 16 or 17.
That's a hit.
Sweet. Where are you at, D8? Or 6 points or 7 points.
Ooh. You just run up and decapitate this goblin.
Sweet.
And Dentry.
Dentry is going to come over here. I feel like Bowman, keep saying Bowman is going to then do his thing on these guys. So I'll take out this one.
Okay.
If I can.
Go for it.
Oof, I'm glad that finishes roll. Like, 6! And then 16. So 18?
That is a hit.
Sweet. Where are you at, people? 38. Oh, yeah, it's a +1, though. That's right. Okay, so I forgot. Whatever. 3 + 2 + 1, 6.
Okay, so you run up and just stab this goblin, and the sword, of course, ignites him, and he goes down. Mavis, what would you like to do?
It's up to you, Mavis. You got to kill them all.
Oh shit! Again?
Yes. We all count on you. We're going to be disappointed and start really feeling resentment to you if you don't kill
everything. Everything.
I realized it was kind of dumb to watch the back of the line from here where you can't really see shit. So I moved up a little bit so I could see if anything comes out the other doorways.
Okay. And you're going to hang out there keeping a watch?
Yeah, more or less.
Ooh, so Mavis, you are not surprised, which is good.
Oh shit!
It's that orc.
That orc back?
Maybe 2 or 3 of them.
Oh my god! Okay.
There's 5 of them.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
So Mavis, you can hear these orcs moving their way up.
Good job, Mavis.
Oh my god.
I will allow, if Mavis wants to run away, she can, because this is kind of happening at the same time.
Okay, I gotta alert everybody. I guess. Let me see. Shit, I don't know. Alright, can run up to here and tell everybody there's a ton of orcs coming through. We should try and meat shield with the goblins, for sure.
Throw the goblins at them.
If we can get
they're on the same side.
Them in. Well, then all the enemies are on one side. Like, or kill them really quick. Either way.
Yeah, I think that's the best thing is kill them really quick and hope for the best.
And actually, I need to update another map.
Someone might level tonight.
They might.
Yeah, I hope so.
Man, sea serpent, fucking these other things. We got a little bit of treasure. Really need each one of these orcs and goblins to have like several thousand gold pieces on them.
Remember, you can only gain 1 level per session. So, if you get enough XP for whatever reason to get 2 levels, then you only take 1 level, and your XP is 1 shy of that next level. So basically, you give somebody a paper cut in the next game session, and you can take a level. Cassandra. So Mavis is like, there's orcs. What would Cassandra like to do?
I guess try and kill a goblin to make room, hopefully.
Okay.
Do a kill box.
16 to hit?
That is a hit.
Okay, here we go. Come on, dice. Or 5 damage.
Oh, yeah. So Mavis just comes up and crushes this goblin's skull. Kind of basically just runs his face down into his chest.
Okay, and try and move out a little bit, make some room.
Okay, and Boomin.
It's Borman.
Borman.
Yeah. I don't care. We can be booming. I don't really care.
You misspelled? Is that it?
Huh?
You misspelled?
It is misspelled on the icon.
Yeah, that's really weird. And but it's spelled correctly on your.
Because I said how I wanted to identify myself.
Weird.
And you,
okay.
Yeah, you did that you made the icon. But there's that one goblin, he's the closest thing. I'm just going to nail him with my bow. I'll drop the dagger and, the bow's in my offhand anyway. So I'll just drop the dagger, pull the arrow, shoot the goblin. Right there. That's my goal.
Okay. Let me update your.
Does 16 hit?
It does, indeed.
6 points of arrow damage.
Okay, and this guy goes down. Now, did you use one of those new arrows?
No.
Okay.
Not using one of the new arrows. I will make sure you know.
Okay.
That I yeah.
Okay.
Trust me on that.
The goblins are down, but there are still orcs coming up behind you. Jackson, what would you like to do?
Well,
you can hear the orcs behind you. They're like,
I'm not done with my I'm not done with my thing. I want to kind of move, if that's okay.
Yeah.
To right. I want to kind of just on this side of Mavis, but in this spot. Like, really, I'm going to stand here and advise Mavis to get the fuck behind me. Get behind me, Mavis.
Good plan.
Cool.
All right.
So
with that in mind, and Jackson being the bow user as well, I will then stand behind Borman and hope that by the time anything of damage ability comes, Mavis is no longer in line of fire.
Okay.
Could you hand me my dagger, please? It's right there. Just
yeah.
Do we still have a big stick, like a pike, like a metal one?
You got a 10-foot pole.
You got a 10-foot pole.
Who's got the 10-foot pole?
I've got a 10-foot pole. I don't know if anyone else does. But.
Okay, I have a possible plan.
Okay, so is Jackson readying his action until he sees an orc? Is that what you're...
Yeah, I'm here ready for the first chance that I can shoot an orc.
Okay, so Dentry, what would you like to do?
I mean, not a lot that can be done here because of the way that we're positioned right now. So Dentry will just take up position here.
Okay.
So that whenever Borman finally backs up a step or stays or whatever, then we can all have a hit on whoever steps into this front spot.
Okay. Oh, and I forgot to ask, Cameron, did you get your shirt?
I did.
Okay, good. Yeah, I got a notification that it was delivered. So
you didn't wear it to the game?
I might wear it to the pirate game. So
all right.
Nice.
All right. Yeah.
Okay. So Mavis.
That's acceptable.
What would Mavis like to do?
Mavis wants to get the fuck out of the hallway also.
Right.
But damn it, the Borman's in there. I was thinking of trying to put something across the way to try and help slow him down some, like maybe the 10-foot pole.
No need. We will slow them down now.
Well, okay, if it's like that, then I'm getting in the back because all I have is like a ranged thing and a club. So.
Okay.
You can watch our back again and save us from the next horde.
Okay, sure.
No, for real, that would have been a really bad surprise attack if that had happened and we didn't know about it.
That's correct. Yeah, that really helped out.
Yeah. I was like, thank God for Mavis right now.
Okay. So
if they would have gotten snuck up on us and we'd have been dealing with that, I would have been talking about, hey, remember when I said we should wait and see the orc party coming? But I'm not saying that now because it's okay.
Jackson, you can make a bow attack.
Sweet. 10.
That is a miss.
Figured.
And so the first orc is going to come up. Well, hold on, let me move some orcs.
Oh, can I have Jackson take a step back at the end of his turn?
Yes. So this orc is going to come up and swing on Borman.
Low.
19! Yeah! Exactly what he needed to hit you. Okay. So these orcs.
This is going to hurt.
They are using battle axes.
Watching that dice like.
So D8.
Oh,
8 points.
I need to make a con save.
Are you 0 hit points?
I'm below 0 hit points.
Okay, so make a death save.
Damn it.
So I gotta roll below my con. Is that what you're saying?
No, you need to roll over your death saving roll. So let's see, you're a fighter thief. Let me see which one's better. You get the better of whichever one. Thieves have a.
I got an 18. That's over.
Okay.
I mean, that's over whatever.
So thieves have a death save at level 1 of 13, and a fighter.
Is this the splintering thing with the shields?
It could be. Is Borman using a shield?
Not at the moment.
Okay.
If I'd have been using my shield that I own, I would have been missed.
So the fighter, the thief class actually, or I'm sorry, the fighter class has the better death save. You have a death save of 12. And so you made your death save. Borman is unconscious, though. And laying on the ground, and next round you will take D3 con damage. The next orc is going to swing by, and he's going to come up here, and he is going to swing on Dentry. 14.
I think that'll do it.
No. That is a mess. Dentry's got an AC of 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a mess. He would need to get a 17 or better. This orc...
Should have readied an attack.
They just kind of filter in. All right. Cassandra, you see Borman drop. What would Cassandra like to do?
Try and kill the orc. There's one right in front of me, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Right
okay.
Here.
Let's do this, hopefully. 8. God damn it.
Nope, that is a miss. Borman is going to take 1 con damage from blood loss and shock. What is your con?
I'm looking. My con is now 10.
Okay. Well, you got a ways to go. Jackson, what would you like to do?
I'm going to do everything I can to keep Borman from dying, so I'm going to kind of move behind this guy who's attacking me and try and grab Borman and pull him over here next.
Okay. Yeah, this guy is going to... He would get a free attack on you, though, because there is a guy in front of Borman's body.
Oh, okay, I guess that makes sense. So he would turn his back on me, the guy he's attacking, to attack the person behind him?
Well, he probably wouldn't turn his back on Dentry, but this guy would definitely get an attack.
Okay, that works. I'll take the attack.
Okay. He misses with a 7. Swings with his grubby battle axe and misses. And so you can pull Borman back to drag his happy ass back here.
Like there?
Do that.
Yeah.
All right. Dentry, what would you like to do?
Dentry is going to attack the one that's in front of me now, because screw him. Where's my damn dice? Oh, there it is. Son of a bitch. Fairly certain that a 9 misses.
Yes, it does.
That's horrible. That was worst case scenario. He needed to drop so we could put somebody in that doorway.
Okay. Mavis, what would you like to do?
You got a health potion?
I believe I do.
Yeah, there were 3 more health potions for sale if you want to deduct 150 gold.
Yeah, I had some. I mean, I had them like divided up between clerics, so she has one to give. Can I dump it down
Yeah, you could run over and pour it down his throat.
Okay, that will be my action then.
Okay, so that would be
Thank you.
So Borman would get D6 plus 1 hit points back, and don't forget it has to go to your con loss first.
Okay.
You get 4, or no? He plus 1, 5. Okay.
All right, so that means I'll get 4 back, just total, because I put the 1 back into my con first.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then with my movement, I'll go here to try and block some stuff up. I do have a shield, so maybe that'll help.
Okay. Orcs. This orc is going to swing on Dentry, and not with a 10. This orc is going to move up here and swing on Cassandra.
Oh, low.
What is Cassandra's AC?
She's got chainmail though, right?
It's 2. Yeah, I'm pretty
Oh,
good.
he missed.
Yes, so glad it's 2. God, I'm happy it's 2.
I don't want to lose Cassandra. Mavis was the one that was supposed to die.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mavis is part of the Order of the Martyr. I'm going to do a map, and I've decided that there is a monastery for the Order of the or maybe a nunnery for the Order of the Martyr in the Skellis Mountains. You know, somewhere remote. And
Dude, give it a revolving door. Quick.
Oh man, Cassandra, what would you like to do? You just had an orc try to swing on you.
Smack him.
All right.
Let's put a hurting on him, I hope. Come on, dice. Give me something good. Fucking 2. God damn it. So 3 will not hit, I'm sure.
No, it will not. Okay, hold on. I'm filling my tank. Chain vaping, which probably isn't helping this stupid asthma cough I've got, but you know.
If it makes you roll low, I say keep going.
Yeah. Borman, with your 4 whole hit points, what do you want to do?
I'm going to get up, and I need to get into this fight. We really need to take this spot again.
We almost have a phalanx going where if you go on the diagonals, you can still stab them really good.
Yeah. I'm going to run right up here and stab.
Great position.
I'm going to stab this guy right here. Yeah. $15 hit?
It doesn't. It does.
Plus 2 is 4.
Okay. And this guy, you go up and just stab him right in the chest, and he goes down.
Should I take that spot, do you think?
This is
That
good.
would be ideal, because anybody that I'm attacking has a -2 to hit you. So they would have to be in this position, which would put them in really bad position.
I'm going to do that. Yeah, that's going to blockade it up and kind of keep their...
Oh, that makes it hard for everybody else to hit. We have like a circle, like a murder circle. Like
Okay.
Well, Mavis could throw her, or could use her sling over Borman's shoulder.
Okay.
As could Jackson. I mean, because that would only put one person in front of you.
All right, never mind. Well,
like this, they got one guy that can do melee attack, and that's it. You know,
they have one person that can attack. If they do this, then they have 2 people that can attack if they can step here.
Yeah.
And then I guess we could all get around on that one person, but this gives us all around on this person instead is all. Because you can hit this person, I can hit this person, he can hit this person, and so can Mavis and Jackson. Everybody can hit this person.
Should we try putting a pole across the door now? Does it?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. You're the one with it, right? And
yeah,
Andrew and Dentry can lean on it and keep it there pretty good. Maybe.
Okay.
I mean, it's an idea.
Yeah.
So, Jackson, what would you like to do?
Now that I'm back in this shit, I am going to step up, and I would like to shoot at this orc.
Ooh, okay. That will be a -1 to hit.
That is okay, because this orc is in melee range of other people.
True.
And if I miss, he'll just move up into melee range anyway eventually.
Right.
8 misses.
Yes, that does indeed.
It's either way. I was like, either I hit and it's good, or I miss and it's still miss.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Dentry.
Alrighty. Dentry will attack this orc.
Okay.
Haha, not 20, of course.
Nice. Max damage.
It was both bad. I was almost hoping that he wouldn't, because then he'd be at a -2 for any other attacks, unless he attacks me.
So Dentry kind of like does a golf swing with this flaming sword and just cuts this orc up from his crotch to his mid-chest and pulls his sword free, and the orc drops. Mavis
is gonna try and shoot a rock, I guess.
Okay.
Let's do this.
Orc rock.
7. I'm sure that missed.
It does miss, yes.
Okay,
Orcs.
and then step back.
Okay, so this orc's going to step up and swing on Dentry and miss with a 13. This orc is going to crowd in and swing on Orman. 15 is a miss.
I was like, anything but 19 or 20. Anything but 19 or 20.
Right. All right. And these guys can't get into the fight. So Cassandra, you got 2 orcs. Well, 1 orc. This one that is kind of up in the corner there.
There's one I can smack, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. 8. Crap, man.
Nope, that is a miss. Borman.
Man, can I scoop up one of these battle axes that are on the ground right now?
Yeah, they are. They're 2-handed weapons. Now,
well, I mean,
I have decided to not use. So, if you look at the weapon sheet, there are some weapons that are listed as slow. I've decided I'm not going to use the optional rules for weapon speeds. Basically, what that means is that if you have a slow weapon, it puts you. It doesn't matter what your initiative is, you always go last because the weapon is slow. But I'm not going to do that. So, yeah, I mean, as your action, you could reach down and pick up this battle axe.
I think I'm just going to keep going with my little dagger, tinky tink. If I get a break in the action, I'll pick up something more hefty.
Okay.
Here. Right. Yeah, I'm just going to stab that guy right there in front of me with an 8.
Nope.
Yeah.
Back to Jackson.
Oh, yeah. Jackson. He will do again. Well, I guess there's 2 of them here now, so it's worth to hit one of them. I'll aim over Cameron's shoulder at this one.
Okay.
Oh, not 1.
Oh, shit. Oh.
But you said I'm aiming over her shoulder, so it shouldn't hurt her, right?
Yeah. I don't know. Let's see. Shit. Yeah, it does.
All right. Such is life.
For 2 points of damage.
Okay.
Sorry, I was trying to not hurt you.
Dentry, what would you like to do?
I'll attack the closer one to me.
Okay.
Because I can't hit the one like past him, right? That'd just be like weird.
Yeah, that you don't have the reach for that.
Ugh. 6.
No. And Mavis.
Time to,
Mavis is like the most powerful motherfucker we got.
Rolled a 19, so sort of.
That is a hit.
That's what I'm saying. Mavis
can actually hit things.
Which one are you hitting? The one that is on Borman, or the one that's on Dentry? One here, and then there's one here.
I guess the one closer to Dentry.
Okay.
For 3 points.
Ooh. You bounce a rock right off the bridge of his nose.
Yeah, coke.
And his face is all fucked up. I mean, it's hard to tell because he's an orc, but remember, this is old school, so these are the orcs that have the pig snouts. I don't know if you ever saw some of the artwork for the old original first edition orcs. They all had like pig faces. Okay, so orcs again, one on Dentry, one on Borman. On Dentry, a 17 hits.
All right.
For 3 points of damage. And the one on Borman misses with a 10. Man, 0 AC, that's hard to hit. Cassandra.
Time to finally hit something, I hope. Yay, 18 to hit.
That hits.
Finally. All right. For 3 points.
Okay, so these two frontline orcs are not looking good. Sandra's mace bashes down on this guy's head, and he's got a gash in his head. He is bleeding profusely, but still standing. Borman.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep on keeping on, I guess. I'm gonna try to stick this guy in the neck right in front of me with a 19.
That hits.
Yes, that will. All right, so this would be +2. 4 points of dagger damage.
And he drops. You, as usual, stab him in the neck. Oops, wrong word.
I'm okay with that.
You stab him in the neck and just kind of tear the dagger out and just gushes blood all over this.
There's a lot of bottles, pile of bodies just right there where this guy is standing.
Yeah, this whole hallway is just starting to pile up with corpses. Jackson.
I'm going to try again to shoot an arrow without hitting my teammate this time.
Okay, yeah, that's always a good plan.
Feel like that was, and remember to actually subtract the arrows from my quiver.
Yes.
I'll give you the one in my shoulder back later. It's okay.
Well, the roll landed halfway between two numbers because it got stuck against the wall of my thing. So let's try that again. 6.
No.
7. Yeah, 6.
Dentry.
Dentry gonna try that again. 17 plus numbers.
That hits.
Okay, we like that. That's mo better. For 9.
Ooh, yeah, you way overkill. You don't just kill this guy, you literally butcher him with that sword. He is on fire, and the other orcs on their... Oh, it's not their turn yet. Mavis, what would you like to do?
Mavis the martyr.
Try and hit that guy with a rock again. 11 to hit?
Nope, that is a miss.
All right.
The orcs need to rethink their life choices. And they have a morale of 6 because they don't have a leader. They got a 6 exactly. So they're still in the fight. They are going to bravely run up. This orc is going to actually swing on Cassandra. This orc is going to swing on Dentry. Actually, no, he'll swing on Borman, since Borman's right there in the middle. So on Cassandra, wrong dice. Nat 20. Uh-oh.
Damn it.
Cassandra is going to take 8 points of damage.
Cassandra's gonna die.
Roll high con.
So you need to make a death save.
Okay. I got the shield out. Is that how?
Oh, you do have your shield out. Okay, so go ahead and make your death save, and we'll see what happens here.
So I'm supposed to roll under my con, is that right?
Nope. You want to roll. Let me see what a cleric's death save is. So level 1 cleric, you need to roll an 11 or better on a d20.
Okay. I rolled a 7. Looks like we're.
Oh no! So Cassandra, the orc's battle axe goes through Cassandra's shield, and Cassandra is no longer with us.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
This is quite a boon for Mavis.
Yes. Well, Mavis is also a cleric, right? So, you know.
Yes. Okay, one of them will live. That's always good.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can leave all your shit.
You
to
can.
Your next character.
You can bequeath.
That's the plan.
You can will your shit to Mavis if you wanted to. Or I mean, obviously somebody's going to loot the corpse because, you know. On Borman, a 6 and a miss. Cassandra is no longer with us, so we are on Borman.
I've got to avenge Mavis. That's terrible. 18?
That
18
hits.
to hit?
That hits.
This plus 2, 3 points of damage.
Okay, this is a very badly wounded orc. And Jackson. Now that
Jackson.
You guys are all sad from the death of Cassandra.
Oh, we are enraged. We are enraged. We are enraged right now. We have time to be sad later. Right now, we're angry, and my nat 20 proves it.
Oh, so which one of them are you hitting? The one that hit Cassandra?
Yes.
Okay, so you do your max damage of 6 points, and you put an arrow right through the head of this orc, and he dies.
Son of a motherless goat.
And Dentry.
13 plus 16.
That is a hit.
Yes. For 8.
And you kill the last orc. You just behead him at the shoulders. So,
now I fall to the ground and scream, no!
So let's see here. 1, 2, there's 5 of those. Sorry, I'm adding up your XP.
We gotta roll a whole bunch of treasure rolls. Is that
you are going to roll a whole bunch of treasure rolls? Indeed. Hold on just a moment here while I do some.
Your next character will get an experience boon too.
I don't know if I'll make another one. Once I get a cleric to like at least first level, that's pretty good. Maybe I'll make a second one to tag along. But yeah, I just want to get a spell. That would be so helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you guys could get a cleric that actually has spells, that would be great.
Mavis is surviving and has already gotten a magic item. I mean, as much as you don't like her, she's actually been pretty useful, other than the whole she can't take a hit for shit. But she saved us from a group of orcs. She's got the walk on water thing, which was useful, and her range attacks have been helpful. Yeah.
So you get 5 rolls on table D. Who wants to make the first percentage roll?
I'll roll it. Here we go. Go ahead. You lost your character.
I'm sorry. Actually, I'm sorry. 6 rolls on table D.
Okay, so we all get 2? Or
yeah,
65. So what do we need to roll below to get something?
You want to get below at least 60.
Okay, I'll tell you. 66. God damn it. Okay,
right.
So I did my rolls.
Who wants to make the next roll?
Let's see what happens here.
95? No. 98?
Nope.
No. 4th roll.
96.
Jesus. 5th roll.
Is that me again?
Could be, yeah.
78.
No. And last roll for the orcs.
Give it to Mavis. Mavis, roll.
You sure? Oh my god. I rolled so bad that I died. You sure? Roll the other thing. Okay. 62.
Okay, and then you get.
Oh yeah, we still have to get the goblins.
Yeah, there's 5 rolls on table C.
Okay, you guys do all of them though. This is ridiculous.
73. Yeah, everybody's been rolling high.
Nothing there.
I'll roll 2 of them here, and we'll see how it goes. Yeah, bullshit.
Nothing there. You get
right,
roll number 3. Nothing there. Roll number 4.
Do it, Dentry.
Oh, Dentry, go.
Yeah, he can roll the rest of them. Just push the button again.
Are you kidding me? 11 rolls and not one of them got below?
Yeah, that's where we're at.
So yeah, who's gonna roll number 4?
I thought we already did. They rolled twice. They each rolled twice, and then I rolled once.
Oh, okay. So then you. Well, I'm counting that you got 2 more rolls.
Goblins.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Goblins.
All right. Well, then there.
90
and
52 is nothing.
Shit.
For the goblins.
So.
But you're not going to walk away empty-handed. The goblins, there was a large sack, and let's see, there is a large sack and several smaller sacks, and these sacks are overflowing with treasure.
Well,
the large sack. Okay, let me bring up my calculator. So let's see.
Is Mavis taking the +1 mace? Are you just leaving Mavis everything?
Yeah, Mavis took it all, man. Transferred it over. She's going to be in much better shape than before.
So you find 100 platinum pieces.
Okay.
Hold on here. Updating. Let's see. 100 platinum pieces, 300 gold pieces.
Okay.
200 silver pieces.
Okay.
500 copper pieces.
Okay.
And 2 potions of healing. That was in the large sack.
Okay.
Hold on. There are 4 small sacks. So there is, in the small sacks, between the 4 of them, there are an additional 800 gold pieces.
Okay.
400 silver pieces.
Okay.
And 1,600 copper pieces.
Okay.
All right, let me... Nine. And then I'll get an additional 5. Do. Yeah, you guys are going to get some XP for this. Let's see here. And then there was another 8. And
800.
And another whole whopping 16. Man, copper pieces suck.
Another what?
Oh, no, I'm just adding up your XP.
Oh, okay. You're...
Okay.
20.
So, yeah. But hey, you got another 2 potions of healing, as well as a ton of cash. So, you guys are keeping track of your treasure, correct?
I'm doing that as we speak.
Okay.
I'm consolidating treasures. So the 2 potions of healing, of course, that goes to Mavis the healer. We'll gleefully thank Mavis for that. Right?
Yeah.
Yep, I got it written down. Thank you.
All right, I'm removing them from my list. Anything else on anything that we've looked over here?
There's the only other. I mean, there's nothing else in here aside from the pile of bodies that you've left. There is a closed cell door here.
I would just scorch. I would like to torch the body of the one that killed Cassandra.
Okay.
Yeah, it's bullshit right there. You know.
We
That
still have
one's body, just
guys.
arrow in its head, pull the arrow out, and then just torch it. Oh yeah, can we recover any of the arrows that we shot?
Yeah. Roll a d6.
I got a 5.
Nope. None of the arrows are retrievable.
Shit.
There's a 2 in
Or-
6. 2 in 6 chance that you can get arrows back.
Foreman's above all that. He's not gonna retrieve arrows that have once known the pleasure of his bow. Betsy.
Oh. So, like I said, you've got Mavis's corpse, and there is, of course,
Mavis.
or not
Mavis,
Mavis, Cassandra's corpse, and there is this closed door here.
Gonna look for traps again.
Okay.
Did a really good check there. Is this door locked?
It is not.
Oh, well then let's open it up quietly.
Okay. Hold on just a second.
Not too quietly though. We're all a little bashed and battered here.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys want to take a healing potion, you can.
That's true. Does anyone want one? Or you want to wait to go rest?
I mean, I'm within the realms of resting, but we've got just this one door here. I don't know. Want to listen at the door, maybe?
Yeah, let's do a listen. And I mean, we're down a character now.
Yeah.
So you don't hear anything, but you don't hear anything.
And we're right here, but we're really hurt. We could come back. I mean, if we open up and we're not ready for a fight, then if we are going to open it up, I am going to ask Dentry for his old longsword, and I will go sword and board and walk in first.
I will gladly provide you with my old longsword.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. So yeah, with a longsword and my shield, I will walk through the door.
Okay. So
Dentry will be right on your butt then.
Yeah. What does that longsword do? A D6?
D8.
D8.
Yep.
okay.
Give me my broadsword.
So you find another unlocked cell door here, and this room ends in a weird little alcove. Just it looks like a dead end.
Oh yeah, that's not a good sign. I don't like that sign at all.
But in this room, you see that there are 6 chests.
You know the drill. We look for traps before we do anything else. Oh, I hit it twice and it came bad. So there's that.
Well, you don't find any traps.
Nope.
I do not feel confident in our searching this room right now with us as not all full HP.
All right.
I'm down 3 of.
I'm not down any. I'm fine. So.
Oh, okay, fine then.
Yeah, I'm down a couple.
So this room has cracked tile and mud on the floor. There are 6 small chests. All of them are slightly open, and they are overflowing with jewelry, gold coins, and treasure.
This seems
holy
to be
fuck.
true.
Yeah.
Yo, this is definitely trapped.
Want to pour some wine on the ground out
Okay.
of my water skin, and see if it runs down or falls in cracks or holes or anything
No.
along the floor.
That doesn't leak anywhere. You are not finding any traps.
Poking along with the 10-foot pole.
Yep.
Walls, ceilings, all that, just kind of creeping on.
Using my sword to put light everywhere.
So you do find something poking around with your 10-foot pole. You find... hold on here. Let me find... Do it in...
I don't feel right just walking away just because I got a bad roll. That's... I'll take the results of my actions. If it happens. Hopefully I have good rolls. Big money, no whammies.
True. And I mean, maybe we'll be able to save you again.
You find a secret door right here. And it connects to this hallway that you have already been through that goes back to the room with the shit-covered door.
Are these chests trapped?
They are not.
They're not. We've got to get a count of this treasure.
Okay. All right. So the first chest has 200 gold pieces.
Be ready in just a minute. 200 gold pieces. Okay.
150 electrum.
Okay.
400 copper pieces.
Okay.
A freshwater pearl necklace worth 200 gold pieces.
Ooh.
Okay.
A silver chalice that is set with rubies worth 500 gold pieces.
Worth how much?
500.
Okay.
Chest number 2 has 200 gold pieces.
All right.
100 silver pieces.
Okay.
300 copper pieces.
Okay.
Chest number 3 has 50 platinum.
Okay.
100 gold pieces.
Okay.
300 silver pieces.
Okay.
Chest number 4 has an electrum tiara set with diamonds worth 600 gold pieces.
Worth how much gold pieces? I mean,
600.
600 gold?
There is a wand.
Wand. Okay.
600 silver pieces.
Okay.
Chest number 5 has 200 gold pieces.
Okay.
100 electrum.
Okay.
500 copper.
Okay.
And there are 2 potions that you're not sure what they do, and 3 more potions of healing.
Okay.
And the last
Mavis gets potions of healing as party healer.
The last chest has 100 gold pieces.
How many healing potions again? I'm sorry.
3.
3 more? Okay, I'll add that. Sorry. Go on.
Yeah, that's okay.
So chest 6 has 100 gold pieces, 200 copper pieces.
Okay.
There is a bag, like a leather sack.
Uh-huh.
And there's a pair of boots.
Okay.
All right, so give me a moment.
I'm going to consolidate this shit into manageable stuff so I can split the loot. All right.
Yeah.
50 plus.
So of course the biggest issue is that this is so much treasure that you wouldn't be able to pack it all out.
Unless we took like a bunch of trips, right?
Yeah, you could make multiple trips. Okay. 5, 7, 8. 14.
Are you calculating how many trips it would take?
15, 16, 19, 20, 21. No, I'm calculating. I'm adding up all of your XP.
Oh, okay. I was like, it's going to take 21 trips.
You guys are getting a lot of XP out of this. 50. Yeah, I think you guys might end up getting a level.
Can I sell off this necklace, chalice, and tiara to anybody?
Well, you would have to barter with anybody in town.
Not enough money.
And then last but not least, oh wait, no. Silver.
We might be able to barter one of them away for those healing potions that we did. We buy those or not?
Yeah, we'll see how that works out, I guess.
Right? Almost done. 700. 4, 7. 1,200. 1,400. Oh, look out. It equals up to a whole 14 XP. Okay. So, since we are at 251, I will go ahead and calculate your XP. So let's see, you are down to four members, right? Yes.
Yes.
So each of those characters gets 1,353.5 XP. I will put this in the chat.
So I leveled up. Oh man, haven't done that.
That's awesome. Yeah.
So Mavis is going to get a first level spell.
Okay. So it says HD, is that hit dice?
That is hit dice, yeah. So that means you get to roll your hit dice for additional hit points. So for a cleric, you would roll a d6 and add your con modifier.
To get more HP, is that what I'm doing?
Correct.
Okay.
If you roll a 1 or a 2, you can re-roll.
Oh, okay.
You only get to do that once, though.
Gotcha. Okay.
So yeah, you have 1 first level spell slot. Probably going to take Cure Light Wounds, but here's the thing: you don't, just like in 5th edition D&D, you can change your spells every time you do a rest. Well, when you rest for the night, not like every hour when you take a 10-minute rest. But so when you go to bed at night, you wake up. The first thing you do when you wake up in the morning is you pray, and you can pick whatever spell you want. So you get to pick any. I would imagine probably Cure Light Wounds is probably going to be the spell you're going to learn. Now, the thing to remember. So this is something that I had forgotten completely about until I started reading Old School Essentials. Is that unlike 5th edition, there aren't they consolidate a lot of these spells. So in reality, if you take Cure Light Wounds, you could instead learn the Cause Light Wounds spell. It's a reverse of the Cure Light Wounds. So for instance, I am on page 134 of the Player's Tome. If you look at Cure Light Wounds, the reverse of is Cause Light Wounds, which means that you can touch somebody and inflict 1d6 plus 1 hit points worth of damage.
Do I have to have that separate, or is it like if you have the slot, you know how to do the reverse?
You would have to pick which one you're going to memorize for the day.
All right, I'm going with Cure Light Wounds right now, so I can help people out. That'll be good.
It will also, Cure Light Wounds, not only does it restore 1d6 plus 1 hit points, you can cast Cure Light Wounds to cure paralysis.
Sweet. I'll probably be doing that a lot. Maybe. I don't know.
Well, I mean, you guys haven't had to fight any ghouls yet, but if you remember, ghouls in 5th edition were brutal, even though they're low hit dice creatures, because they can do a paralyzing attack. Well, they're even that goes all the way back to basic edition, and they get that in Old School Essentials, and that makes them rather brutal.
Okay, so it'll be good to have it for that reason.
We're 4. We got 4 people, correct?
Correct. So did anybody else level up? I imagine Dentry leveled up.
Yeah, I'm still mathing.
Yeah.
I don't even know what my level up experience is at.
So Dentry is a fighter. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
So on page...
2,000.
Page 50, you need 2,000 XP to hit level 2.
Cool.
And you get to roll another D8 and add your con modifier to get more hit points. If you roll a 1 or a 2, you get to re-roll 1 time.
Okay.
And aside from that, I don't think Dentry would get anything else. Your saves stay the same. Your THACO's the same. Yeah, your THACO won't change until you reach level 4.
Okay.
More hit points.
All characters got 75 Electrum pieces, 600 gold pieces, 50 platinum.
Whoa, wasn't ready for stuff to be given. 1 second.
Okay, sure, yeah.
I think he's still leveling up.
Oh, no, sorry.
In the position to type numbers. Go ahead.
All right, it's 75 Electrum pieces, 600 gold pieces, 50 platinum pieces, 450 silver pieces, and 900 copper pieces. I still have some other items I have to get off my plate.
So there is this leather bag, and there is a pair of boots and a wand.
That is correct.
and a wand that you don't know what it does, but you don't have a magic user that can really do anything with the wand. So
we have an arcane user, the witch.
Oh, that's true. That is true. And then there is also these 2 potions that you're not sure what they do. You could, lick one.
Oh, we could go ask too.
Yeah, you could pay somebody in town to do research, or you could take it back up to the inn and have Alora do magical research while you guys are down delving into dungeons.
Sounds fine to me. And
Laura, to be honest with us.
I mean, well, I trust her.
Okay.
Yeah.
She gives us the potion of healing. She's like, it just turned out to be a regular potion of healing. I don't know what was up with that.
Yeah, it was just a different color. I don't know why.
Who wants to play with the bag? You can investigate the bag.
The bag and the boots, or just the
both? We'll start with one at a time, but you can investigate the bag.
All right, yeah. Let's investigate the bag.
Come on, Fifi.
So you open the bag, and you can't see anything in the bag. It is pitch black, and you reach in, and your arm clear up to your shoulder, much longer than the size of this bag. The bag is a bag of holding.
Thank goodness. We need that super bad. All right.
And to give you an idea here, let me...
No more making extra trips for our treasure.
Right? So a bag of holding in this game is a normal-looking small sack that can magically hold large objects and weights. Objects of up to 10 feet by 5 feet by 3 feet can fit inside the bag. Up to 10,000 coins of weight can be placed in the bag, and when full, the bag only weighs 600 coins. So 10,000 gold pieces in the bag only weighs 600. That's pretty handy.
Yeah,
that's very handy. We've got 900 copper.
Who wants to fiddle fuck around with the boots?
I'll check the boots out, or Cassandra.
Whose feet do they look like they'll fit on?
I mean, they look like clunky
boots.
Yeah, they look like clunky work boots.
Okay, I'll put them on because it's funny to wear huge shoes.
Okay. All of a sudden, Cassandra is able to run around the room super fast. They are boots of speed.
Nice, but it's not Cassandra.
Or not Cassandra, Mavis.
Yes.
We put him on Cassandra's corpse, and all of a sudden the corpse starts running around. So
okay, I already got the ring of water walking, so I shouldn't get super speed boots, I don't think.
I mean, Dentry's got that flame sword.
Well, there's also Jackson, who is a ranger. He makes a great scout.
And Jackson has nothing right now.
You give it to Jackson, it's fine by me.
Yeah, I hope they fit. Here you go.
So here's boots of speed. The wearer is able to move at so your exploration movement rate is 240 feet, and your encounter rate speed is 80 feet. So it'd be 240 and then in parentheses 80.
240, 80. What does that counter speed thing mean?
So encounter speed is like when you're fighting in the dungeon. You can move 80
shit.
feet.
Yeah. 80 feet of movement in a dungeon?
Yeah. Yeah. And out in the open, when you're exploring the wilderness, you got 240 feet.
That's really nice.
It is the speed of if you were riding a horse.
My super hairy guy can run as fast as a horse now. He'll love that.
And this can be maintained for up to 12 hours. Afterwards, the wearer must rest. If you do that for 12 hours, you must rest for one whole day.
Okay, so if I overdo it on a day, then I got to rest for a whole day.
Right. I mean, you guys, are you guys going to give the 2 potions and the wand to Alora then?
I think so.
Yeah, to research, and maybe we'll take. I'll put that wand and 2 potions on her character sheet. Yeah. Under here, okay. Wand, 2 potions. She's researching that out.
Okay.
It's on her character sheet. Now, I need to try to barter these necklace, chalice, tiara.
So I will tell you economics and trade. So there is an official 30% tax on all wealth owned, and that's from the imperial capital. It says
I paid that tax in blood.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, we still haven't been able to talk about the huge ass.
So here is the problem. The town can only afford to buy up to 250 gold pieces per month. It is winter in Braunhaven.
Okay.
And the money that the town has as a whole needs to be spent, basically buying supplies and surviving the winter months, because they're not, crops aren't available. So
then we'll put them in the bag of holding. I've got a couple gems in there. I'm just keeping a list. We'll call it the party bag of holding. Whoever's actually holding it, whatever.
Well, and keep in mind, you can use gems as currency as well.
Yeah.
This is my bag of blood diamonds.
Right. What did the town? What did they think about our slaying the big old
Rivy? So you actually, and I calculated in some bonus XP for that. The town is mucho impressed with your abilities, and you are being heralded across the town and the farms. Word is spreading of your heroism, and that you guys are the you're being referred to as the heroes of Braunhaven.
Nice.
Wow, cool.
Everybody in the tavern, I guess we'll start back in the tavern again. Everybody in the tavern is very sad at the passing of Cassandra. And, the, poor Cassandra, no longer with us. They, some of the townsfolk are like, okay, we'll go get some more shovels and dig another hole. There's not going to be enough room under that tree. But yeah, they are. Cassandra is lying in state in the All Faiths Temple. There's a viewing. They've kind of cleaned her up from her bloodiness, and they've dressed her in clerical vestments, so she is a prim and proper corpse. But we will pick this up next week with the funeral of Cassandra. Each game is starting with yet another funeral. But I think that the new rules for 0 hit points are doing what they wanted, or else we would have had 2 people to bury next week. So so far this is a little bit better. I feel better about you have a little bit more of a chance rather than just slaughtering.
Will we get our rest and hit points back between the 2 this week and next week?
So you will rest. You can roll you can roll a D6. It's D3. So 1 and 2 would be 1 hit point. 3 and 4 would be 2 hit points, and 5 and 6 would be 3 hit points. So that's how many you get back from rest.
If we do it with the witch around, we can double that.
Well, there you go. If the witch is in your staying in your community room upstairs, then yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the little witchy things. She gets herbs and crap, and you get double your normal rest heal when you rest.
So yeah, you get back you get back D3 hit points for resting.
All right, cool.
Cool. Yeah. Well then, cool. That was really fun.
All right. Yeah, we did very well this time. So I will see you guys next week at 12 o'clock on Saturday for the next session of Braunhaven, and you can basically at this point decide if you want to. Well, I guess your next stage is to go down those stairs into the next level, or you can check out what's going on with the lights in the church. It's up to you.
Kill those damn frogs.
Well, yeah, you could go down and kill those frogs. Yeah, that's about the only area that you haven't explored yet.
And that door that we can't open.
Right, and there's that door that you can't open. That's right. So, area 30 and then the giant frogs.
Awesome. We'll see you guys next week.
All right.
Bye.
See you next week, guys. Have a good one.
Thanks.
Bye.